Deadly Friend. Directed by Wes Craven. Release date is October 10th, 1986. And the storyline is a teenage whiz kid puts his robot's brain in the head of a nearly dead girl. Yeah, you heard that right, folks. That's the storyline. Now, just a brief heads up to you all. There will be spoilers in this video. Spoilers in this video. Alright, folks, let's dig in. So there's Paul, his mom, and a robot. Almost sounds like I'm telling a joke, right? Anyways, they move into a new neighborhood, and of course, there's a girl next door. Her name is Samantha. She's so pretty. Alright, so let's focus back to the robot. So the robot's name is BB. Kind of looks like the robot from the movie Short Circuit. Kinda, maybe a little bit, you know.
Not quite.
But what's more comparable is they were both built smart. Paul, who's a prodigy, built BB and gave him a chip to allow him to function freely. Samantha takes a liking to Paul, but her abusive father will only allow her so much leeway. On Halloween night, BB is destroyed by an asshole neighbor while Paul and company were out trick-or-treating. BB is straight up foobar. But Paul saves the chip that he installed. Then on another night, Samantha's father pushes her down a flight of steps, making her brain dead. It's been a bad week for Paul, dude. Paul is seriously depressed. His robot and his girl are both down for the count. But then Paul comes up with an idea. He devises a plan to bring Samantha back by installing BB's chip into her brain. You gotta love 80s horror, man. So Paul installs the chip inside Samantha, and she comes back. By remote control. Gives a whole new meaning to turning a girl off and on. When she's revived, in ways she shares memories of her own and BB's. She can even see like BB. So she seeks out to create her own series of Sawyer moments, taking out people for BB and herself. Sadly, in the end, Samantha goes a little too crazy and is killed. But there's always more. Paul decides to visit Samantha's dead body. This dude just won't give up, I swear to God. And just like classic 80s horror, she wakes up, but this time she's an all-out robot. Hell yeah. This was directed by horror legend Wes Craven, who is also responsible for Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream franchises. Deadly Friend was released after the first Nightmare on Elm Street, so expectations were high. Deadly Friend was originally a novel called Friend, written by Diana Henstel. The original story is more of a dark sci-fi love story. When Craven screened their first cut for Warner Brothers, they wanted reshoots because the studio felt it wasn't bloody enough and needed more kills. But in 2014, diehard fans of the film created a petition to release the sci-fi version. The voice of BB was done by Charles Fleischer. He's a comedian, and this is the dude who did the voice of Roger Rabbit. Hell yeah. A young 16-year-old Christy Swanson, who stars as Samantha in the film, also played Buffy in the film Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And Am Ramsey, who plays the asshole neighbor, also starred in Goonies, Scrooged, and Throw Mama from the Train. I remember watching this with my mom when it was first released, and we both loved it. I even own this on DVD and watch it from time to time. It has everything I love in a horror movie. Great kills, cheesy-ass story, classic 80s tropes. You can't go wrong. This gets 4 severed fingers out of 5. Do you think I should do Soya moments for this movie? If you think so, put in the comments and let me know. And remember, folks, the odds of survival are better when you stick together and you don't split. On the Shay Nasty scale, this film has been rated.
You bring the boys, and I'll bring the pain.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.